Kaizen's most anticipated fight, and it took longer than expected. It took a lot of time as well, and of course, there's no team, no studio, just some guy with rock solid. You might think this animation is derived from the manga, but that actually isn't true. Again, not derived from the manga. So here's the breakdown. So here's the breakdown of how everything's gonna go. This is all the breakdown of the cuts where we see Hakari's entrance and the attacking. This is gonna look good, and I even added a mystery cut. There's nothing particular about this cut, but if I reveal anything, I'll be blowing its cover. Next up, we're gonna see a real quick showdown that happens between Hakari and Kashimo. It's a little something which I just added since I wasn't following the official manga. I just did this because, well, I thought it was cool. And if you don't think that, well, maybe next time I'll try. So, to begin, I started with a rough sketch. I marked out the key poses to give the fight a satisfying choreography. Honestly, that was a good idea. It helped me make meaningful fight poses that look actually nice. And it's not perfect, but it gets everything figured out. And by the way, this isn't even the main project. It's just a side project that I'm working on to test my abilities and gain more experience, so I don't make mistakes with the main project. For color, I made sure every line was close, so it doesn't spill out. And honestly, for a side project, it really took a lot of time. Imagine planning character motion at night while everyone is asleep. But anyway, I didn't complain too much because the main project had done way worse. Here's the main project I've been tapping on ever since this video started. It's still in progress, but if you want to see it complete soon, you could just support. After a long time of adding color, making sure the animation was smooth, I finally decided to add some cuts that finally link up in the ending. And if you don't understand, you're never gonna understand now anyway. So I'm not gonna tell you anything, but if you want to figure out what the mystery cut is for, you could just support. Stick around and you're gonna find out pretty soon. I'll be releasing a special 25 reach 1K subs by the end of the year. And here's the mystery cut. Now, I'm not gonna tell you guys any reason why this cut is found in the animation, but I'll tell you very soon. Now this is a showcase of the cut with and without compositing. This just goes as far to tell us that with compositing your animation can look gorgeous rather than just flat color. And it's funny how this is the step most people neglect. And I mean, how do you neglect the step that brings your animation alive? This is what some cuts look like with just flat color. Not bad, eh? Now came the time for the shading, which I handled very responsibly. I used a new layer rather than inputting every color manually. Honestly, it saved me a ton of time. At this point though, relatives started wondering if something was wrong with this board. With countless hours of non-stop animation. Next up, I targeted the compositing. I do compositing level 1 in Flickr Clip just by playing with the blending modes of the layers while I bit. I was able to make it scarce energy. This was pretty hard. At this level, it started getting so tiring. I had multiple tasks to do and I wasn't already sure if I could finish. So I took some time and then I sort of stacked up a bit. I watched pro manga animators do their Genga work and it gave me a bit of inspiration, like how I take a drawing from the base all the way to life. I mean, how do people even forget that? So after some time, I came back to the line art. I kept it clean, smooth, and simple. No rush, no hard work, even though it was still tiring. Again, one of my favorite parts about animating, doing still cuts. Yeah, if you don't know, it's just when the character is basically stiff and then their clothes or their hair keeps waving in the wind. So the way I do still cuts is by animating the character's body on another layer, and then on another layer I can draw the hair and maintain the still parts throughout the animation, which gives it a kind of nice feel because you can't draw the still parts every single frame. It makes it look so unnatural. Like a person's face can wave, the mouth can move. So this is why I simplify the cuts like this. And this is my first video which I'm going to be making my own sound effect, which I think for a first try it's not particularly going to be that good, but well, I try my best. At this point though, I was really starting to question taking on this side project. I mean, I had doubts if this would do good, cause well, most of my videos don't. And I'm really hoping that if you're watching this, you could like, subscribe, or you could just comment. That means a lot. As you can see, the animation is probably doing well, but not for me though. Every single part of this animation got me feeling like I could have done way better. But here's a showcase of how some look. Not bad, right? So, but it still feels empty. So I proceeded with some other cuts, finishing the rough sketches and making everything go into alignment. It took a lot of work, a bit of time, to be honest, it would be nice. This is my first time doing this, to actually export a project with sound effects and everything. So if you want to support, you can easily hit the subscribe button. And I want you to tell you that at the end of the year, if I reach 1,000 subs, I'll maybe even do a special for you guys, or anything you guys want. So without further ado, let's see the final product. Well, not now anyway, so we're gonna watch more sketches, 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 sketch. Alright, I'll just shut up, man. Now, I'm not gonna lie, these were countless hours of isolation. You can't just watch and decide not to like or subscribe.